Marcus Rashford breaks silence on his car crash as Man United issue statement, as shocking pressing stat may leave him in trouble with Erik Ten Hag after Burnley win. Marcus Rashford has confirmed he emerged unscathed after being involved in a car crash outside Manchester United's training ground. The England international was involved in a crash after leaving the club's Carrington complex on Saturday. The 25-year-old and his club teammates had returned to Carrington from Turf Moor, where they recorded a narrow 1-0 victory over Burnley in the Premier League. Images from the scene of the car crash surfaced on social media on Saturday night and Sunday morning, prompting concern about the England star's well-being. However, United have confirmed their player, who completed the full 90 minutes against Burnley earlier in the day, avoided any injury. Marcus is fine and was not injured, a United spokesman said. It was an accidental collision as he left the training ground after returning from Burnley. It was an incident involving his car and one driven by a member of the public. Thankfully, both were uninjured and no ambulance was required. Modern vehicles are incredibly robust, and that helped to protect Marcus, a source told the Mirror. He got out of the car unassisted, and his first thought was for the woman motorist to make sure that she was not hurt. Bruno stopped because he saw his teammate, and obviously he was worried about him and the woman driver, so he made sure they were both fine and able to leave the scene without any problems. Rashford, who will hope to be involved against Crystal Palace in midweek, also sent a message to his followers on social media, writing, "3 points on the road. I'm alright guys, thanks for the messages." United's victory earlier in the day was their third in 6 Premier League matches and their first away from home, and ended a run of 3 straight defeats in all competitions. The kickoff time had been pushed back after Erik Ten Hag's side took on Bayern Munich in the Champions League on Wednesday night, losing 4-3 at the Allianz Arena. "We knew the momentum was tough, but that we could come back from this," Captain Bruno Fernandes said after the victory. "The team has great players and a great spirit. We've been a little bit unlucky, but the performances haven't been the best," added the Portuguese international, who scored the only goal of the game after an assist from veteran centre-back Johnny Evans on his 200th United outing. "Today we showed great spirit. With the performance we sacrificed a lot because Burnley played great football and have great qualities. I think the points they have don't show the quality they have because it's really tough to play against them." In other news, Man United star Marcus Rashford may be in trouble with Erik Ten Hag after Burnley win. Erik Ten Hag may need to dress down Marcus Rashford for not pulling his weight defensively during Manchester United's 1-0 win over Burnley on Saturday. The Englishman has always looked to be a real threat going forward, but the same can't be said about him at the other end of the pitch. Although Man United came out the eventual victors, their performance was less than convincing. United looked happy to sit back and allow Burnley to play with the ball. The Premier League new boys, who are yet to record a win in England's top flight so far this season, enjoyed 62% of the possession and were able to complete 647 passes to the Red Devils' 402. Man United's pressing was poor as a whole, but the tracking back, or lack of it, by Rashford is cause for concern. One of Burnley's best efforts, a dangerous-looking header from Zeki Amdouni, is one such example. As Burnley advanced on United's goal mouth, Rashford began to make up ground on Connor Roberts, who was looking to pierce the Red Devils' backline with an overlap. Yet as soon as Rashford caught up with his opposing right back, he stopped, allowing Johan Berg Gudmundsson to play Roberts in behind Sergio Reguilon as the Welshman whipped in a cross to Amdouni unchallenged. However, that wasn't where it stopped. Throughout the game, while United were bombarded by attacks from the home side, Rashford could be seen walking back just in frame. This comes after the Englishman urged his side to tighten up defensively in every area of the pitch. Each individual has to look at themselves in a mirror and say that they'll give everything for the badge. You know you've got the ability, otherwise you wouldn't be here. So we need to tighten up a few things in our defensive organization, right from the front all the way to the back, and just play the game, he told club media before United's trip to Turf Moor. Each game requires slightly different things, and at the minute I feel at times we're expecting the type of game to be this type of way, and when it's not, we're struggling in adjustment. And that's why I feel like teams, when they score one, they end up scoring 2 straight after, and we're still taking too long to adjust to what the game needs. But like I said, one good result, one good performance can turn it around at this club. And I'm doing everything I can to try and make sure that everyone's not too down. Like I said, I know it's a difficult position and I'm not as happy as I want to be, but there's only one way to get that happiness back, and it's to go out and get results. United got the win this time, but to gain some winning momentum, every player will need to pull their weight, and Ten Hag will want more defensive effort from Rashford in future games. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.